What's up, guys? In yesterday's video I spoke about making a fragrance video about the best 5 designer fragrances in my collection, and this is absolutely the best 5 in my collection, or the top 5 in my collection. They're not going to be in any specific order, but let's go ahead and get started. First, let's get through it. This is going to be the one that's going to be in every list that's a top 5 designer fragrance. It's going to be Dolce & Gabbana, the one Eau de Parfum. Perfect date night fragrance. Doesn't last too long, but still a really good fragrance. I remember smelling this one out in the air once at the airport, and I knew what it was, and I was amazed with how good it was. I've mentioned it in a few videos. I used to work at the airport, so this is went to the bathroom, smelled the cologne this guy had, and I knew for sure it was a Dolce & Gabbana the one, and I enjoyed smelling it out in the air. Didn't tell him anything, didn't compliment him, but I knew what he was wearing. I think that was the first time I actually smelled it on somebody, and I was actually surprised with how good it smelled on somebody else. I enjoyed my sillage, but to smell it on somebody else, and I think it was even better. But yeah, obviously going to be on the list. Dolce & Gabbana the one. This is not sure how many bottles I've been through, but yeah, that's going to be the one we start with. Number 2 spot. Let's see. Number 2 spot. Let's make it something that no one's going to expect, unless you watch the channel. Then you might expect it's going to be Dior Homme Cologne. So Dior Homme Cologne. Love this fragrance. This is the fragrance that kind of changed my fragrance journey. Went from buying clones to just not buying any more clones and just selling my clones, and trying to get more designer fragrances. Designer fragrances that didn't really smell like Invictus or that kind of DNA. I actually don't enjoy that sweetness. I kind of find it pretty cloying, and I'm just not the biggest fan of that kind of DNA. That's kind of why you don't see any of those fragrances on my channel, or even like Carolina Herrera fragrances. I'm not a big fan of the Lightning Bolt ones, the Bad Boy ones. I'm just not a fan. I did try CH Men. That one's actually pretty good, but everything else that's like Invictus-y kind of stuff, or like Bad Boy kind of stuff, not really too big of a fan of. I did get this sample of Dolce & Gabbana Devotion recently that I talked about. This is actually refreshing. Even though I am not the biggest fan of it, I'm refreshed that I'm smelling a fragrance that has not been done over. It's not a designer fragrance that's been, pretty much just rebranded, because I feel like that's just all they're doing now. They add a different note and they add a new name to it. This is a lemon coffee, and then dries down more into a creamy coffee kind of smell. So yeah, definitely sigh of relief with Dolce & Gabbana. They gotta get me the one elixir for sure though. But yeah, let's go ahead and get back to Dior Homme Cologne. This is actually my favorite Dior Homme. Lemonade in a bottle and lasts as long as lemonade, whatever. This actually lasts more than 8, sometimes more than 10 hours on me. And if you need some more projection, or if you want some more longevity, and if you're not getting enough from your bottle, who knows? I'm not sure if there's a certain batch that performs or something like that, but this is the new bottle version. Spray it on your clothes. Maybe that helps. And next is going to be a fragrance that I honestly didn't think was going to be that good. Neil, you mentioned it a few times. George, he's right. I think right now he might be my favorite content creator. I actually enjoy his content. And I think that's the only person I watch right now. Sometimes I watch some Justin Copeland. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've been watching. Sometimes I'll hop into a TLTG live stream just to kind of have it as background noise. But for the 2 main people that I watch, it is Justin Copeland and George. Loewe 7 Cobalt. So the reason I actually picked this fragrance up was because when I was ordering... I was actually ordering this fragrance. I was actually ordering Bois Pacifique. I was ordering it from Sabina, which is from Spain. I needed, it was like an extra 60 or $50 to get the free shipping. So I saw this on their website in stock, and I was like, why not? I get the free shipping. I get to try this recommendation out. It sounds really good. and it really is good. Neil, I believe you also said that it is better than Blue de Chanel. I definitely agree. It's a green Blue de Chanel with a shaving foam. I'm not sure if everybody gets that shaving foam smell to it, but I absolutely love it. It's one that I've been reaching for a lot. I can't see the level on this bottle, but I'm assuming it has a pretty decent dent to it compared to everything else in my collection. Just because with how much I do wear this fragrance, I feel like I do mention it a lot on my channel, but it's just really worth it. I think I have a type for fragrances, right? We all have a type, and things that smell very clean, dark. I think it's just my stuff. So like a Viking is my thing. Absolute Aventus, really love it. Sauvage Elixir, which let's go ahead and transition because I even mentioned it. You know, we're gonna go ahead and do it. Sauvage Elixir. Sauvage Elixir is the next one. I don't wear this one to work because I have recommended it to a few people, and a lot of people at work are wearing this fragrance. So I keep this one to myself for my personal time away from work. Out in the air, every time I smell it though, I still really enjoy it. It doesn't bother me that other people wear it. I'm just not going to wear it around. Well, I'm not going to wear it at work just because I don't want to smell like someone else, right? I don't want to be twinsies with one of my employees. But yeah, Sauvage Elixir is really good fragrance. It's definitely the best Sauvage in the line. I do enjoy the Parfum. I do have the Eau de Parfum. I did have the Eau de Toilette. I enjoy all of them. I do like Eau Forte. I've been waiting for the price to come down on that one. Then I'll probably pick it up. But when it comes down to maybe like 70, 80 bucks, which it'll probably get there at some point, I'll pick it up. Or if not, if I have a coupon or something, I'll throw it in there to get down to that price. Because yeah, right now I'm to the point that I don't really know what else I want to buy. So just saving money, seeing what I want to buy, and whenever Eau Forte, whenever that drops, or if I have a coupon from Fragrance Buy or something, I'll just throw it in there and purchase it. But Sauvage Elixir, really good. You probably already smelled it. You've already gotten a clone of it probably if you don't want to spend the real money on it. Forgot the name of which house it was, but I think it was Enigma Un? No. Maybe Enigma Un, that has the same similar bottle style. It's a very cool, it's a very good clone. I've smelled Assad before. Assad, you can tell it's not Sauvage Elixir, but the Un one is actually a really good one. And lastly is a recent pickup. Yes, this is going to be like the third time it's in one of my videos within this past week, but it's actually really that good. Brings me back to Acqua di Gio. I used to have Profumo, which is the black bottle, the old version of it, with the messy, with the bad sprayer on it. But this is a way better version of it. I saw comments of Parfum is pretty much a darker version of this. The Elixir is actually a brighter version or a fresher version. I don't care. I've tried the Parfum, the new Parfum, but the Elixir is better, in my opinion. Smelling it when I first got it, spraying it, and you saw it on camera, compared to when I smelled Parfum at an all-time. I sprayed it on myself, and I'm smelling it. I'm like, yeah, I'll pick this up eventually, maybe at some point if I find it at a really good price. But this one, let's say I found it at an Ulta or a Sephora, it's one that I would have been looking for immediately to get it in my collection. To finish the thought that I was going to say in my one other video, this is kind of like let's say you want like the best versions of like manly or very masculine fragrances. I feel like the best combinations that you could do is Acqua di Gio Elixir, Sauvage Elixir, Nueve 7 Cobalt, which is going to replace that Blue de Chanel, make it a little bit more masculine with the shaving foam, a little bit greener. Creed Viking for sure. You have to throw an Aventus in there, some kind of Aventus DNA. So maybe an absolute Aventus. But if you already have Sauvage Elixir in here, I would probably go with Aventus. Regular Aventus, actually. I would probably put a regular Aventus in there. And then I would probably put something like Jubilation 25. Jubilation 25 is also a really good one. And then you need something, dark, kind of sweet for date time. You know, dates and all that good stuff. Trying to feel a little sexy, you know what I'm saying? This is Sauvage Luxe is a really good one, but you could also go with a classic of Dolce & Gabbana, the one, right? I do have plenty of other fragrances in my collection that you could definitely make something like this, but for, let's say, right, birds of a feather or whatever that saying is, that things like fragrances that are similar but not the same. Not saying these would be redundant at all. Well, actually, you know what? That's probably the worst saying, because they say that saying for like a Reflection Man with a Gucci Guilty. So, our Gucci Guilty elixir, that's probably right, the better way to say the saying. But to me, these are like, this is the kind of fragrance I really enjoy. And like, maybe it's the top 10. Maybe take out the Dolce & Gabbana, right? Maybe take that one out. But like, specifically these 5, right? Let me put them right here. These 5 right here are the ones that I'm really enjoying. And none of this, as you can see, smells like the designer fragrances that are out in stores now. So, well, obviously these are the right, 3 top designers, but yeah, I think these are all really good. This is like my kind of fragrance that I really enjoy. Everything else, if I have to restart the collection, this is just what I would have, or I just have to pick up right away, honestly. Very masculine, very fresh, shaving foamy sometimes, a little spicy, maybe a little bit green, dark. That's my kind of